Just last week, the Department of Justice announcing more rounds of funding cuts, giving out more than 360 notices of termination.
Court-appointed special advocates, or CASA, was one of the organizations impacted here. 13 on your side's Aaron Sullivan spoke with CASA of Kent County on how this will impact children who have experienced abuse or neglect navigate the court system.
CASA, short for Court-Appointed Special Advocate, is an organization that helps children who have experienced abuse or neglect navigate the legal system. Their volunteers also provide insights to judges on each child's case.
Volunteers spend their time week after week building relationships with the child and family. That volunteer can report back to the judge, so the judge makes decisions that are in the best interest of that child and family.
And for over 30 years, this cause was funded by federal grants. But last week, CASA announced the U.S. Department of Justice would be terminating those. The notices say the grants are being cut because they no longer align with the program goals of, quote, protecting American children. Stephanie Scheller, executive director of CASA of Kent County, says that's not true.
CASA of Kent County's entire mission is to advocate for children who've experienced abuse and neglect. So here, these are children in our community because we're focused on Kent County. So these are Kent County residents, Kent County children that we're providing advocacy for. And that is CASA's entire mission around the country, to provide protection and advocacy for children who live in communities. CASA is deeply embedded in a community. It's community children, community volunteers, community donations. It's a very organic program that helps children locally.
CASA says getting rid of these funds will impact more than 200,000 children in the U.S. involved in abuse and neglect proceedings.
And so without a CASA volunteer, there would be less information and less advocacy for those children that are maybe more high risk or have the more challenging cases where judges have to make decisions.
Now, Scheller told me that the Kent County CASA, they're not going to be impacted by these cuts because they don't use the national CASA grants that the federal government provides. But for those organizations and those sections that do use them, they had to suspend their services last week. For now, live in downtown Grand Rapids, I'm Aaron Sullivan, 13 on your side.